All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're unpacking the core ideas from a really powerful book called Close the Doors of Suffering. And what's so cool about it is how it uses the ancient story of the Buddha to ask a very, very modern question about our own happiness.
You know, we're so often taught to think that our problems, all the stress, the unhappiness, it comes from out there, from our job, our relationships, the news cycle. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the real doors to our suffering were actually inside of us? This one question, it's the key to everything we're about to explore.
To even begin to answer that, we have to look at a story you might think you already know. It's the story of a prince named Siddhartha Gautama. But let's not think of this as just a history lesson. It's more of a parable, a universal quest to understand one of life's biggest mysteries. Why do we suffer?
So his journey starts in a complete bubble. I mean, he was a sheltered prince, totally protected from any kind of pain. But then comes this huge shock when he finally sees old age, sickness, and death for the very first time. And that realization just shatters his entire world. It launches him on this quest, leaving all that luxury behind to find an answer. And that whole search ends under the Bodhi tree, where he finally has his breakthrough, his enlightenment.
So what was it? What was this huge, profound truth he discovered? Well, it was the answer to our opening question. He realized that suffering isn't something that just happens to us. It's not caused by the world out there. It's actually generated from within our own minds.
The book calls these internal states the doors of suffering. And the first door is one we all know way too well: anger. It's that hot, burning feeling that always seems like it's coming from the outside, but it's actually a fire that we light inside ourselves.
The next door is greed. Now, this isn't just about money. It's that constant nagging feeling of wanting more. More validation, more stuff, more experiences, you know? It's a hunger that can never really be satisfied, and it just keeps us in this state of always feeling like something's missing.
And the third door, and this one's maybe the trickiest, is ego. It's our attachment to our sense of self, to our identity, our personal story. And when that self feels threatened or criticized, boy, does it cause a lot of pain. It's that little voice inside that's always saying, I am right, I am better, or I am hurt.
So there you have it, the doors of suffering. It's not the traffic jam that causes the pain, it's our angry reaction to it. It's not lacking the new phone, but the greedy desire for it. The core idea is actually pretty simple. If the source of our suffering is internal, then the solution has to be internal too.
Okay, so if these doors are inside us, that's actually really good news. Why? Because it means we hold the keys to close them. We have the power to change our internal state. So, how do we actually do it?
The book lays out 3 really practical keys. First, there's mindfulness. This is just about watching your thoughts and feelings come and go, without getting swept away by them. You're just observing. Second is compassion, or karuna. This is about extending kindness not just to other people, but, and this is crucial, to yourself. And third, walking the middle path. This is all about finding that sweet spot of balance, avoiding both wild overindulgence and super harsh self-denial.
This quote just brings it all together, doesn't it? It's the whole philosophy in just a couple of sentences. The problem's on the inside, and the solution is found in balance and awareness. It's a simple idea, but that doesn't always mean it's easy.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds really nice, but it's ancient philosophy. What does it have to do with my stressful modern life? Well, the book's argument is that it has everything to do with it. This stuff isn't just for monks meditating on a mountaintop.
Think about it. So much of our society pushes us down the path to more. More success, more stuff, more likes online. It's an endless chase. But the book suggests a different way. The path to peace, which is all about growing those internal qualities like contentment and kindness. One path leads to constant striving, the other to actual fulfillment. So who can actually use these keys? A student who's buried in exams? Yes. A professional who's feeling completely burned out from work? Absolutely. A parent who's juggling a million things at home? Definitely. This wisdom is for anyone. It's for you who is looking for just a little more calm in a pretty chaotic world. So, the final question isn't some big philosophical puzzle. It's personal. Looking at your own life, which one of those doors, which door of suffering, will you choose to gently close today?